Welcome to Football Game Plan Scout Team. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. And now that the 2021 NFL Draft is complete, let's take a look back and see how well these teams did this past April. With rookie minicamps done and the 90-man roster with the undrafted free agents locked in as they head into training camp, let's evaluate the entire class and hand out a grade. So without further ado, let's take a look at the Football Game Plan Scouting grading scale to see what these numbers next to the prospects actually mean. The New England Patriots did a lot of their damage pre-draft in free agency, signing a boatload of players on both sides of the ball. So they came into the draft with specific targets in mind to continue to build depth, and I thought they did a great job in accomplishing that. They at worst, upgraded the QB2 role with the pathway to QB1 by selecting Mac Jones, who I compared his game to Jimmy Garoppolo. He's already better than what they currently have on the roster in Jarrett Stidham. Christian Barmore gives them more depth and upside at defensive tackle, a guy that was exceptionally well at Alabama, also provides some pass rushing chops. And Ramondre Stevenson, the running back from Oklahoma, kind of gives them that back that they had in LeGarrette Blount, a big back with quick feet that looks to be the closer in that run game. So I think those three picks alone kind of helped spearhead the way this draft was going to go for New England. Now, what I liked most about the draft was the fact that they were able to get Ronnie Perkins where they did in the draft. He was my number 2 edge rusher. His game compares favorably to that of TJ Watt. He's got very good contact strength. He's able to power through the contact by an offensive lineman en route to the backfield. Excellent functional strength, which then allows him the ability to work well at the point of attack. He doesn't play 247 pounds. He plays bigger than that from a strength perspective. So I think he's a great power rusher that has a one-arm stab that's pretty vicious and also has the ability to convert speed to power very well. Joshua Bledsoe out of Missouri has terrific athleticism and is a true matchup piece in the secondary. So we know Bill Belichick loves those guys that can do more than one thing, which is why I graded Bledsoe as a combo safety. He was very good in terms of being able to play in the box, in the slot, or even back deep. He has an explosive burst and takes an aggressive angle to the ball and to the ball carrier and arrives there in a bad move with a lot of power and a lot of force. And I also feel as though he matches up well one-on-one versus backs, tight ends, and can hold his own versus bigger wide receivers with great closing speed on the ball carrier. And Will Sherman, I think, is an underrated player in this draft class coming out of Colorado. You talk about someone that has the length, the athleticism to match up against these speed rushers. He does a great job, I feel as though, winning the hands first battle, getting his hands on that defensive lineman that puts him in a position of control and able to wash him out of the club or keep him stonewalled at the line of scrimmage. So the Patriots do get a guy that they can bring along and develop up front that can play guard or even tackle. I see him more as a tackle than anything, but a very good selection way deep down in the draft for the Patriots. I gave New England a B for their draft. This was a solid class from top to bottom. They got a quarterback in the future in Mac Jones. They got a solid running back that's a closer in Ramondre Stevenson. They also got good value up front at the point of attack with guys like Will Sherman, who we just talked about, and also Christian Barmore from Alabama. So all throughout the draft, considering what they did in free agency, very solid effort for the Patriots. So that's it for this edition of Football Game Plan Scout Team. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media accounts. And don't forget to check out and subscribe to the Football Game Plan Network located at youtube.com/footballgameplan. Also subscribe on iTunes to Football Game Plan Podcast and leave us a 5-star rating.